Hello, my name is Tiffany Dupree,
And I'm Cassidy Sparks, and this is Bison News.
where we bring you the latest news on and off campus.
Last semester, Howard University made national headlines when they announced WHUT was considered to participate in a national broadcast incentive auction by the Federal Communications Commission. Howard University News Service reporter Leah Henry talked with the employees and the student interns of WHUT.
On October 16th, Howard University's president, Wayne Frederick, issued a memorandum notifying students and faculty that WHUT, the university's television station, was considering participating in the FCC Spectrum auction. Most television stations have gone digital, requiring less spectrum frequencies than in the past. The FCC has made this auction available to every television station in the U.S. to free up spectrum for mobile companies. WHUT's general manager, Jeffrey Lee, says the university has several options to choose from.
Go from a U to a V, you can do a channel sharing deal, you can go dark, or you can stay out of the auction altogether. Those are the options that are presented not just to the university, but to every TV station in the country.
Students, alumni, and faculty have voiced their concern with the option to go dark and close the doors of the historical television station. Howard's student news station, Spotlight Network, will directly be affected by the auction.
Is vital to communications majors from PR to broadcast journalism. This year, WHUT has worked very closely with us, allowing us to, next semester, our packages, our shows will be broadcast on WHUT.
The university could potentially receive millions of dollars from the auction. This money could significantly help the university financially.
I've always said, if you can sell the Spectrum, sell it. Let's get back in the black and have some money for Howard.
School of Communications Chair of Media, Journalism, and Film, Yannick Rice-Lamb, says that losing WHUT is not just a loss for Howard.
I think it would be a major loss for our program. It's also a loss for the community, too, because it's the only black-run PBS station, and it's the only one in the HBCU. So it's, some of the stories that are on WHUT aren't told anywhere else.
President Fredericks and the Board of Trustees will decide on December 18th if these doors will close permanently. For Howard University News Service, I'm Leah Henry.
Recently, Howard University President Wayne A.I. Frederick sent out a memorandum to all employees and students stating, "I deeply appreciate all of the interest expressed by the Howard University community. We received many thoughtful comments expressing views on all sides of the issue. After careful consideration, the Howard University Board of Trustees voted to participate in the auction. The incentive auction will not end until the summer or fall of 2016. Spotlight Network will continue to follow the auction."
Winter Storm Jonas hit the East Coast hard last month. People are still recovering from the blizzard. Students in Lucy Diggs Slow Hall reported multiple maintenance issues after the historic blizzard. Our very own Savannah Walker investigates.
No, you're going to be living like this. It ain't really working.
Spotlight News took a deeper look into Howard University's Lucy Diggs Slow Hall dormitory to address the subpar living conditions that Storm Jonas brought on.
When it snowed really bad, we had that blizzard, my roof started leaking, and it wasn't even just the tiles on the roof, like it was actually the entire roof was just really bad, and I had to evacuate my room, which was very unplanned.
Although Storm Jonas may have caused a few damages, students claim certain problems existed before the storm.
The showers, to have better pressure, to have hot water, for the building to be renovated, because it's a lot of old stuff here. Like, this is an old building, so a lot of stuff is like going bad and just not working anymore.
Second-year resident of Lucy Diggs Slow Hall says that nothing has changed since he's been here.
If anything, it got worse. Trash pickup, bathrooms, just the visual conditions of the building.
I think that a lot of the times they do try to fix the problem when it arises, but sometimes it just doesn't get done in a timely manner because there's so many people.
Howard University is continuously making renovations to their dormitories around campus. Be sure to pay the $200 deposit fee to hopefully receive your #1 choice next year.
Bison News will keep you updated on the renovation process for Slow Hall. Popular restaurant Howard China, also known as Ho Chi, is currently being renovated after the blizzard. The building was damaged due to heavy snowfall. The restaurant remains open to the DC and Howard communities. For more information, visit www.husln4.com and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at SLNTV_.
After the recent outbreak of police-involved shootings, Washington, D.C. became one of the first cities to test body cameras. Back in December, the measure was signed into law. News Vision reporter Rachel Suddeth takes a further look into the plan.
The following News Vision report is brought to you by Howard University School of Communications.
D.C. Metropolitan Police received a $1 million grant from the Justice Department to distribute body cameras to officers. Organizations such as NAACP support this plan.
Make sure that we're protecting the citizens, but also those good police officers to do their jobs.
Hillary Shelton, director of the NAACP Washington Bureau, says gun cameras, similar to body cameras, help precisely capture police interactions.
Once the gun is pulled from the holster, the camera is engaged and it begins recording everything in the direction in which the barrel of that gun's pointing.
The body cameras are small, pager-sized cameras that are clipped onto the officer's uniform and worn around the chest pocket. Retired Metropolitan Police Officer Ron Hamilton says in addition to body cameras, racial profiling should also be addressed.
Not to say that whites aren't beaten and shot by the police, but when you look at the studies, when you look at the sheer numbers, blacks and Hispanics are disproportionately affected by police brutality.
A local resident says body cameras increase transparency in police misconduct cases.
So to help facilitate accountability for instances where violence is used and it shouldn't have been.
Reporting for News Vision, I'm Rachel Suddeth.
News Vision, brought to you by Howard University School of Communications.
We'll be right back with SLN Sports' Jordan Henry.
Basketball, football, volleyball, soccer. We tackle all sports across the board.
SLN Sports gives you an exclusive look at key players on and off the field.
From national sports news to Howard Athletics,
We've got you covered.
Basketball season is underway.
And our Bison are working hard on and off the court.
Our very own SLN Sports has the latest.
Thanks, Tiffany and Cassidy. Well, I have to agree. Our Bison have been keeping the fans on their feet. Our very own Brianna Rawlinson captured it all.
The Howard University Lady Bison competed against the Norfolk State Lady Spartans today at Byrd Gymnasium. Senior number 24, Imani Bailey, checked into the game carrying the Lady Bison with 17 points before halftime.
It's like a so-so feeling about my career high, even though we took the loss. But I think I'm proud of myself because I've been through a lot while on the basketball team. We just have to keep pushing hard, have each other back, and just keep working hard no matter what our record is.
Also going into halftime, junior number 2, Tisha Hillip, scoring 16 points with 6 rebounds and 5 assists. The Lady Bison has a leading score of 44-38 during halftime. With 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the Lady Bison are leading the game 90-88.
So the game was absolutely insane. I think what was just so crazy is just like our team has the ability to win. Like we could have smashed the other team, but the game was absolutely amazing. Like it's like one of those games like you missed it, man, you was slipping, you was tripping.
Norfolk State number 2, Yasmin Hanna, ties the game 90-90, leading both teams to overtime. In overtime, the Bisons are down by 1 with 5 seconds left into the game. A foul shot by Tisha Hillip ties the game for a double overtime. In double overtime, the game becomes intensive with both teams continuing to tie the game. Towards the end of the quarter, the Lady Bison fall short by missing the inbound and other simple turnovers. In double overtime, Howard University Lady Bisons fall short, ending with the score of 110-108. On Monday, Howard University will take on the Lady Pirates to continue the HU rivalry. Reporting from Spotlight News Network, I am Brianna Rawlinson.
The men's basketball team wasn't any different. Both teams fought hard, but once again, the Bison came up short and lost to the Spartans 92-99. On the national level, Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton was named the NFL's most valuable player at the league's honors show. Newton becomes the first black quarterback to win the award outright and the sixth player to have won both the college football Heisman Trophy and the NFL MVP. The Carolina quarterback was also named Offensive Player of the Year. Newton's head coach, Ron Rivera, won the Coach of the Year award. Other honorees also included Houston's J.J. Watt, winning his second straight Defensive Player of the Year award, and running back Todd Gurley being named Rookie of the Year. Staying with football, the NFL announced that 8 players and coaches will be inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. Headlining the class is Brett Favre, Tony Dungy, and Marvin Harrison. One notable player who will not be heading to Canton is former wide receiver Terrell Owens. Switching gears to college sports, Howard University football announced the signing of 10 players on National Signing Day. The incoming class includes 5 players on both offense and defense. Head coach Gary Harrell said the team was able to get bigger, taller, and more athletic by adding these student athletes. Harrell feels that bringing in 5 new linemen will improve Howard's ability to stop the run on defense and establish the run on offense. From national sports news to Bison athletics, we've got you covered. Thank you for tuning in to SLN Sports. Back to you, Tiffany and Cassidy.
Thanks, Jordan. After the break, we'll have our entertainment news from Miesha Miller.
You go that way, I'm gonna go this way, all right?
Okay, break.
What's good, Howard University? I'm your boy, Rob Lee. Go, Rob.
And what's up? This is your girl, Keela Cash Money. On our very first episode of Yard Talk. Let the fun begin.
Hello everyone, I'm Miesha Miller here with the latest on everything entertainment, from events on campus to this year's award season fiasco. But first, social media went in a frenzy recently when Beyonce dropped a new video for her song, Formation. Entertainment reporter Morgan Richard is here to talk a little bit more about the video and its cultural references. How are you doing today, Morgan?
Good, how are you?
Great, thank you so much for joining us.
No
problem. Tell me a little bit more about the video and all of its cultural references within the lyrics and stuff and why that's so significant.
Well, we all know Beyonce as a symbolic figure, specifically for women, when she came out with the single ladies or Who Runs the World. But I feel like she's going to another level with this Formation video as a political activist, because she has certain lyrics such as, I love my baby hair with baby hair and afros. And then on the video, they show Blue Ivy having a striking pose. And not only that, she also states that she loves her husband's Jackson 5's nostrils. And I feel like this is so great for the public, because a lot of people feel like they have to kind of conform to society's norm for black people or black men and women, but I feel like Beyonce is stating, no, love yourself, love where you came from, because Beyonce came from where she came from and she made it because of who she was.
And speaking on that, there was also something in the lyrics where she mentioned, I think it was like, y'all kill me with this Illuminati mess.
Yeah.
So talk about that. I mean, I feel like that's
well,
very...
I mean, dating back from a long time ago, Jay-Z and Beyonce were stated to be the king and queen of the Illuminati, and that's the reason they are so famous and so rich right now. But that is not the reason, and she's stating that in this video, that you need to stop with this Illuminati mess. She's basically dismissing that trivial rumor to me. So.
And I think that's important too, because it's almost as though it's like this, I don't know, this kind of like message that society has, like in order for a black person specifically to be successful, they have to be a part of this Illuminati. And so in the video, she's trying to get the message across, like, no, you can do whatever it is that you want to do as long as you put in the work, which we all know that Queen Bee does.
Exactly.
So that's great. So I was reading up on the video and I saw that it was actually shot in New Orleans. And I know that you're from New Orleans as well. So how did that feel to you with all of her depictions of New Orleans and stuff?
Well, when I first saw the video, you know, people are visual. They don't really listen, but they look before they see. So I was looking at the video and I didn't really understand what she was doing because she was on a cop car submerged in water. And you know, I'm from New Orleans and I was in Katrina. I remember when I was 7 years old, I woke up in my apartment and we were completely surrounded by water. I looked out the window, it looked like an ocean. And you know, to experience that is a really traumatic thing. So when I saw Beyonce on this cop car in the water, I was kind of confused and skeptic. But as I started listening to the message, she's basically stating that after Katrina, a lot of people helped, but there's still a lot of work to be done. I go back home and the houses are still dilapidated. People are still out of money for their houses. Like no one got compensated for what happened during the flood. And basically Beyonce is like, we need to help our people.
Right.
And she's not only stating that for Hurricane Katrina, she's stating that for police brutality and just basically demeaning Black lives, period. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of that, I mean, I did see a lot of tweets and just posts on social media that the video had this overarching theme of Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
So what?
Beyonce and Jay-Z basically donated $1.5 million to the Black Lives Matter organization on Trayvon Martin's 21st birthday. So that is a very significant event within itself because not only did they donate a significant amount of money to Black Lives Matter, but they did it on a victim's birthday. So I feel like Beyonce and Jay-Z are basically quietly with that trying to say that we love our culture and we love our people. But with this Formation video, I feel like this is her loudest cry for we need to stand up. And you guys that are demeaning our culture and killing off our children and our husbands and our wives, you guys need to stop. Basically, she's trying to tell the public this is time to stand up.
Wow, so that's extremely significant. And I'm hoping that this just serves as a domino effect for other artists and celebrities that are out there. I'm sure Beyonce was not the first to ever do it and give back to the community, but you know, she has a lot of power and a lot of influence, and so I'm hoping that this continues. But Morgan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Be sure to visit our website, husln4.com, for more on the video and other news in music. Howard Hip Opera hosted an event modeled after MTV's improv comedy show Wild 'N Out. Miesha Woods was there to give you an exclusive look, just in case you missed it.
We're here at the Howard Hip Opera. There can only be one comedy battle featuring Instagram's favorite comedians, The Shiggy Show, Call Him Rennie, and Down Goes Frazier. The event, which took place in Ernest Everett Just Hall, saw the comedians duke it out Wild 'N Out style for bragging rights and respect. Team captains Rennie and Frazier led Howard University students on the opposing red and black teams as each group battled for the comedy crown. Frazier, who came to fame after his Why You Always Lying video, explained his much-viewed clip's sudden social media reception.
I thought it was fake. I thought somebody was playing with me.
Really?
Yeah, because I made it, and then I went to sleep, and then I woke up. I'm going through my phone. This is exactly what happened. I'm going through my phone, Instagram. I see my face. Somebody said mood. I'm like, I saw my face again, saw my face again, saw my face again. So I'm like, what's happening?
Rennie, who has amassed over 600,000 Instagram followers, discussed why he, Frazier, and Shiggy decided to turn the comedic competition into something profitable.
Since, you know, there's Viners in LA, you know, King Batch, Daystorm, and they make something out of a collaboration. And that's basically what we're trying to do as well and go our own way with it.
Al Housney, the brains behind tonight's event, got the three New York comics together to promote Howard Hip Opera.
Hip Opera, we plan to throw more events to promote the play. We're actually looking to premiere the play next semester during homecoming week.
The event was definitely one of a kind. Stay tuned for more from Howard Hip Opera. For Spotlight Network, I'm Miesha Woods.
Be sure to look out for Howard Hip Opera next semester. Spotlight will keep you updated on the student-run production. Also, if you would like to see more of the comedians featured in action, you can follow them on social media at Call Him Rennie, at The Shiggy Show, and at Down Goes Frazier, and at Howard Hip Opera as well. It's awards season, and with all the drama surrounding the Oscars, we cannot forget about music's biggest night. People across the country will be glued to their TV for the 58th Annual Grammy Awards. Kendrick Lamar leads this year's awards with 11 nominations, including Album of the Year for To Pimp a Butterfly.
This year's show is packed with top performers from Adele to Rihanna, Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, and many more. And it gets better. The legendary rap group Run DMC will be honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award. The Grammys will air live on CBS on February 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 5 p.m. Pacific. You can also visit Grammy.com for news, videos, and photos of some of your favorite artists. This has been Miesha Miller, giving you what you want and what you need.
Thank you for tuning in to Bison News.
Remember, from the classroom
to the newsroom,
we've got you covered.